teach about vegetarianism or talk about carbohydrates or proteins. First, I would like to ask you all a question. How many of you have a healthy and proper breakfast in the morning? So very less hands. Yeah, even I used to not have a healthy and proper breakfast earlier, even though my mother used to insist. Respected Toastmaster, fellow Cavaliers, and yes, a warm good evening to all of you.
Good evening.
I would like to share with you all an incident that took place some years back. I was going to school with my father. When we stopped at the signal, he pointed to a boy sitting in the car next to us. He was having a bowl of cut fruits in his hand and was enjoying it while the signal was ticking down to 0. Then my father started blabbering about how fast life has become that a person doesn't even have time to have his breakfast. At this, my conscience, ever so ready to catch me off guard, reminded me that I too had not had a healthy breakfast that morning. I had read a quote some days back. It was, "You are what you eat for breakfast." Going by it, perhaps, I who does not have his own breakfast am nobody. Yes, at those days I was a person with no life. Yeah, but that having a sumptuous breakfast that day made me feel a little better. Coming back to the quote, I find this quote much more meaningful about our eating habits. Breakfast is the first meal of the day, something that lays foundation for the day to come. Dietitians have proved that breakfast provides you the jump start after 6 to 8 hours of sleep. It is also said that those people who do not have a proper and healthy breakfast are often irritated and tired. So everyone should have a healthy and proper breakfast in the morning. Isn't this quote applicable to other aspects of life too? Yes, it is. Psychologists have proved that a person's childhood will have a great impact on his career. That's why you will find parents queuing up in front of good colleges and schools to get admission for their children. If we relate this quote to the other parts of the world, we will find that the companies that started with a bang continued to keep it on for a few years. When India won the World Cup in 2011, it was due to the great start provided by Gautam Gambhir in the initial stages, and this was carried on by MS Dhoni and Yuvraj Singh. So, is breakfast enough to keep you through the whole day? No way. You need to supplement the breakfast with a balanced lunch and a healthy dinner. Like if Yuvraj Singh and MS Dhoni would have not continued the great start given by Gautam Gambhir, India would have not won the World Cup. Because after a great start, it is your responsibility to see that you live up to the expectations that your great start has paid for you. What if you fail to get a good start? What if the things that dictated your start were out of your control? Will this have an impact on your entire life? Yes, surely it can, but not as long as you allow it to. It is said that I would like to share with you all the stories of some of my batchmates who are not good in studies. But there were also some who were not good in studies in the initial stages, but later on worked on their weaknesses and were among the first ones. On similar lines, all the children do not get chances for public speaking, but all of us here are enjoying toasts of great speeches at Toastmasters Gavels Club. So every time you feel that you've missed your breakfast, just remember the boy at the signal I mentioned earlier, and that you can have your breakfast whenever you want. So work hard so that you get a great start, and plan accordingly. And if you get a great start, try to work more harder. What if you fail to get a good start? That's no problem. It's fine. You can continue and you can still become a winner. So I would like to conclude by saying, you cannot go to the past and make a brand new start, but you can start from now and make a brand new beginning. Over to you.